All right, guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Today we're giving you a little update on the FOXBODY. Done a good amount of work, not as much done as I would have liked to have done by now, but regardless, we're getting a little bit at a time and we are moving forward. So what we have got done recently, since the last time you saw, I don't even remember, we got a master cylinder in. This is like a TBM brakes, manual master cylinder conversion. We got all new brake lines in. The black lines are lines that I had to make myself. I did buy a kit, which is all the silver stainless looking lines. We got T's, we got adapters all over the place, but everything is run. Show you up front here. I got the soft line coming up to this brake line. Basically, the rear connection here goes to our front brakes, and this forward one on the master cylinder goes to the rear brakes. This goes to a T and then splits front left, front right. The rear comes in and goes to this kind of like line lock type thing, just zip tied here for now. But this allows us to adjust the pressure to the rear, so we can turn it up, turn it down, depending on how much rear brake we want. That comes around, hits a connection there, does this weird loop that I had to make because the pre-bent line that I bought was super long. Goes under the car, around the passenger side there. And then coming up under the car here, a T right there. So you kind of got this little Y deal going on to the rear right, rear left. And did a couple self tappers and we cut that bracket. Remember, these rear brakes, soft lines came off like an 03 New Edge Mustang. Cut the brackets, self tapped it to the frame right there. Soft line goes in. Got a fitting there. And then the other side has a double. I don't know if you see that. But basically the Senko one is like a safety thing. If you have a line go down, that's there as a backup. We just plugged the one and then hooked our line up into the other one. So probably could secure those a little bit better. Kind of just sitting up there right now. We got one little plastic thing securing it right there. But not the prettiest, but it works. And pretty proud of it. Did it myself, first time ever doing brake lines, so it is what it is. We're learning. Another thing I don't even think I've shown you guys, remember we got these 5-lug axles in here. We got new wheels, new tires. Wheels, Facebook Marketplace, bought a set of 4 of them for, I think it was like 80 bucks. And then these tires were like $90 each online. Forget the website. Don't know what brand of wheels these are, yada yada. But same thing, front and rear. I didn't do a staggered or anything like that, even though I do think it would be cool. And you know, I haven't fully hooked up the steering yet, but just turning these wheels left and right kind of gets in here a little bit. So this kind of just seems like extra metal. You can see the spot welds here, so I think I'll probably grind a little bit of this down. Comment, is that a good idea or bad idea? I don't think it'd be an issue. But we do have spacers on the wheels because up front here they just barely rub the caliper like freaking hair. And so I think they're 1/4-inch spacers I bought just to bump it out a little bit. And I put them in the rear too, which kind of makes the stance like slightly outside of the car. Looks kind of cool. The car definitely needs to be lower, but we're just get this thing running and then we'll fine tune it later. It's kind of the goal right now. I did put the fenders on, just kind of mocked it up to see how they would look. They're definitely poking out front a little bit. Our caster, or you know, I think that's what it's called. It's kind of, tires kind of outward like this. Drop a comment. I'm a little confused on, you know, obviously there's holes here and I'm on the farthest one that way, so I'm guessing if I move this it would get rid of that. But is it, you know, the caster sticking out like that, you know, should I adjust it? I need to do some research on why you set it certain ways and whatnot. But we'll figure that out later. I got a fitting. So I got this rubber piece off, and there's a couple pieces of metal, and I got a new rag joint that we're gonna put in here today. And then the steering should be hooked up. I think I'm gonna clean up the steering shaft a little bit, pull it out of the car, do a little paint work. And I feel like I lost. No, I'm not pulling the steering shaft out because I already got that joker in. So, yep. We're gonna run the rusty look. But yeah, we'll get that hooked up today because I want the steering hooked up, because I'm gonna start working on getting the engine in this thing now. And to do that, I'm gonna move it out of the backyard, put it in my driveway because I got the motor over there. So I want the steering hooked up just to make it easier to push it around the block. Yard's a mess. Definitely need to do some spring cleaning. Got the fuel tank out of the car because I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but we are doing a fuel cell in the trunk. So just got that sitting here. That came out pretty easy. Definitely makes the tires look way less wide. But one day when we got more money, we'll do like a cool drag pack on here and get some meats back there. But in the meantime, this thing will do a burnout, hopefully, when it's done, and just be fun little ripper to drive around. Something I could say I built, which I'm excited about. But yeah, definitely want to get the car lower too down the road. So if you know anybody with want to donate some parts to lower this thing, just donate parts in general, I will be happy to install them, because I'm running out of money out here way quicker than I thought. But YOLO, as the kids say, you know. We did pull the door off because we were going to do some rust repair over here. However, we spray painted it instead. So something we could come back to later, you know. I think we'll be all right. This is just like a crash bar. Don't plan on crashing. Interior needs cleaned out. Need to clean up the yard, like I said. But you know, all the suspension's done, all the brake lines are done. We got good wheels and tires on here. Steering's about to be done. And you know, I feel like if I got the engine in the car now, got the trans drive shaft, got it wired up, I could drive it as is. Just to get a little motivation, you know, when you I feel like once I drive the car for the first time, it's just going to be like such a good feeling. Really motivate me to continue to make it perfect down the road, you know. So, you know, I've gotten a couple comments recently. When are we getting an update? This is your quick update. Really not going to do any working on it on the video today. I'm going to continue to work on it, give you guys updates. Once we start getting the engine and stuff like that, I think I'm going to go more in depth and just how I do things, because as you guys know, this is going to be my first time like putting an engine in a car and doing the whole thing top to bottom. So if you're thinking about doing it for your first time as well, this would be a great video for you to watch in these videos, just to know, you know, how much a newcomer struggles with it, right? I've 100% feel like I'm going to be able to do it. I'm 100% confident, and you guys can do it too. You just got to get out there and figure it out, you know, start doing your research like I'm going to be doing here soon, like I've been doing, and figure it out and get it done. With that being said, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that subscribe button, and we're going to be ripping and doing burnouts in no time. Drop a like. Till next time, see ya.